Hi guys, it's Samantha, and I just wanted to talk to you about some of the things that I learned today through one of my clients. Whether I work with clients through Reiki, mindset coaching, or body code, sometimes we just have great conversations, and I'm just like, what did you just say? Like, we blow each other's minds. Like, I'll say something, and they're like, whoa! And then they'll say something, I'm like, whoa! So, one of my Reiki clients that I had, we were just like going back and forth about, I forget the main thing we were talking about, it doesn't matter, but he's like, yeah, when he talks to kids, he lets them know, hey, sometimes life is like Jenga, and you know, it the blocks fall and you pick each block up one by one and you look at it and you're like, do I want this or not? And I was just like, what? I was like, that is phenomenal. So I'm thinking about it for the last couple of days, and it's true. Our life is like playing Jenga, but we don't put the blocks together necessarily. When we're here, when we're born, our parents or the people close to us are putting the blocks together. And depending on if it's sturdy or not is based on the beliefs that we have. So as we go through life, we might get into a situation we don't like. So it's like our tower is tested, and so okay, yeah, we have a limiting belief. We look at it. How did we handle the situation? Do we want to keep this? Do we want to change this? Let's keep it, but let's keep it the same. We have a choice. We can change the limiting belief, or we can keep it the same. So then we just move it to the top. Then something major happens. It's a buildup of things. It could be, some people call it like, it could be a quarter life crisis, or dealing with our trauma. We lose a job, divorce, end a relationship, whatever. It's just a major event to you, and everything falls, comes crashing down. And so we start picking up the pieces. We start picking up the blocks. But we get to choose how the blocks are put together and if we want to change them. So when we start healing, we're looking at our lives, every aspect of our lives, what works, what doesn't. So we look at this block, or little light changer thing. This is a block. We look at this block and we're like, okay, does this really serve me? Is this an old story that I keep telling myself, but it's doing more harm than good? Is it a limiting belief holding me back? Okay, it's a limiting belief that I don't like. Let's change it. I'm going to change my thinking. So you revamp this block. It's like, okay, you're going to paint this block a different color. It has a different meaning. And then you place it down. And you start building your new tower. And then it becomes sturdy because it is something you've created. Now, it's not perfect because a lot of times there's limiting beliefs we're not even aware of. And as we go through life, they start coming up. You know, especially when you when you decide that you want to try something new that you've never done before. Oh my gosh, all the limiting beliefs that you never thought you had are going to come up. You're like, oh my God, and just work on them. That's all. And I know it sounds easier said than done. I get it. I've been through when you're feeling at your worst and you're just in your head and all the emotions are coming up and someone's like, just change your thoughts. You really want to punch them in the face. I get it, but that's how you change. So my advice for you is to look at different areas of your life. What areas do you feel stuck? What areas are you're just not happy with? They're okay, but you want to change some things. And really be honest with yourself. Be vulnerable. There's no judgment, because some of these beliefs, there are parents' beliefs or whoever who we were around growing up, and then different experiences and what people told us, and we just kind of believed. So it's not really entirely our fault, and it's not anything to be embarrassed about. You can change them. Like, you can change them. And how you change them is you identify what you don't like about any area of your life. And it could be a relationship. Let's do a relationship because that's very common. Say it's hard for you to speak up in a relationship. If someone does something, you you're afraid to say something. And you might be passive aggressive about it, or you wait for it to build up and then you explode at them. That's not healthy. And some of us do it. I used to do it. It's not a big deal. But everybody works on it. I'm better now. So we do that. It's part of our communication style, and we can change it. So whenever you come into a situation with a partner or a friend or a family member and they're doing something that you don't like, let them know, but do it in a nice way, because a lot of times we don't even realize, or they don't even realize, well, we don't even realize that we're doing something to hurt you. So then you get mad at us, or then we get mad at them, and they don't even realize they're doing things that are hurting us. So just be like, hey, when you do that, it kind of hurts my feeling, and this is why. And they might be like, oh my God, I had no idea. I'm so sorry. Boom. Resolved. So instead of holding on to that, be like, I can't believe they did that to me. I can't believe they talked to me. They should know better. And having it build up, and then you're mad at them and you're passive aggressive, and then you explode. You don't do that anymore. It's gone. So this can be done in any area of your life. Really look at your life. What can you change? Identify it and change it. Just flip it. And it's going to be uncomfortable at first because you're just not used to it. And that's okay. And you might mess up a few times. You might have some small victories, and that's great. So, look at all the blocks that you have on your little Jenga tower. Decide what is worth keeping, what isn't. What can you change? Is your tower as sturdy as you think it is? You can always change it and always build a new one. So, that's something I learned this week. And I hope you guys, I don't know how to end this, but I hope you guys start really evaluating your life, because you have the power to change anything in your life. You really do. It is hard at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll become unstoppable, and nothing bothers you anymore. Nothing bothers you. So, have a good day, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye!